much more we have to start working as it? Every time it takes 5 minutes to load. Okay. Oh, great. Streamlabs is not responding. Oh boy. This is, okay, well that was strange. Everything was just kind of freaking out, and then, okay, no, everything's fine. This thing makes no sense. This thing makes absolutely no sense at times. But hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to Dynamax Adventures. If you guys want to join, link code is right next to me on the screen right here. We're doing Hello Dynamax Adventures. There's a very specific order in which we need to pick the Pokemon for the best path to beat this thing as quick as possible. So that's going to be fun. Let's get beating this giant bird. Yeah, we've been hunting this thing for almost a year at this point. I mean, it'll be great if we finally get this thing soon, but I don't understand why it has taken so long. I mean, granted, again, I've heard of worse ones. Suffering eats the movie. Yep, Marigold, it is indeed suffering time. It is indeed very much suffering time. I just don't, I still haven't got. Nope, we haven't gotten Ho-Oh yet, Tim. We still haven't. Almost 4 times the odds on this thing, and it still isn't appearing. It is dialyzed suffering. And I really, really hope, I really just want this thing to end. I'm hoping we get this thing tonight. But if you guys, we always appreciate if you guys could pop in and join us for the Dynamax Adventures. There's a very specific order in which we need to pick the Pokemon for the battles. There's a very, very specific order. Assuming the pathing has been kept, because I think it keeps if you do some Dynamax Adventures, not Dynamax Adventures, you do some just overworld raid den hunt, raid den things to rebuild up a bit of a supply of Dynite. I don't think it gets rid of them, so hopefully it keeps the same pathing. Because if it keeps the same pathing, then we're going to be absolutely golden for this thing. Because the main reason why we're doing a very specific pathing for Ho-Oh is we can basically shave off about 5 minutes from the overall Dynamax Adventure Hunt, which means that in, you know, over a 3-hour stream, you know, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, that means, okay, well, you can do an extra, what, 4 Dynamax Adventures overall, which is really, really a large amount. It's more than the dying. Yep. It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, again, I've heard of worse hunts. I've heard of people going, you know, 5 times over odds. I've heard of people going, you know, 10 or something times over odds. And, I mean, I don't think, I mean, this is probably one of the longest hunts just in our, like, community overall. Main reason why is that a lot of them which have gone, you know, over odds, those were, you know, overworld hunts where you do, you know, where it goes in, like, you know, 10,000 encounters. But because you're doing the encounters at a much, much more rapid pace, it doesn't go nearly this long, where, you know, this, of course, is going into the realm of, you know, 3-hour streams where we get 10 encounters, you know, if that. And, you know, even just going back and doing a little bit of a rough calculation, assuming 3 hours for every stream, we are at almost 150 hours of this Dynamax Adventure Shiny Hunt. The length of time that we have spent on this stupid bird is absurd. We have the Shiny Charm, Croc. We do have the Shiny Charm. I would not be hunting if it wasn't for the Shiny Charm, but yeah, we very much have it. Because every single other Dynamax Adventure Shiny Hunt, we have had just ridiculously easier. Actually, I go for the Magneton here. Yeah, we need yeah, no, these hunts take long because the queue you have to set through and the lagging between. Yep, that is exactly what it is. It is exactly that. Because you have the, I mean, it's more so that the overall time it takes for an individual Dynamax adventure to be completed more than anything, that is what makes it take so long. If you don't deal with that, then it actually is. That's one of the main reasons why I have been debating with myself. If I can get a pathing where I have a strong rock type attacker, like Lycanroc, right in the opening, I will do solo hunts to speed this process up, purely because at this point, you know, when it comes to the DAs, we generally get the same people coming in DA after DA. You know, it's Kayla, it's generally the same people popping in for Dynamax Adventures. And we do the same Rio strategies over and over again. I think at that point, I'm just going to go solo hunts, because I can shave it down to, what, maybe 10, 7, 8 minutes for a Dynamax Adventure hunt. I can knock out 2.5 DAs in the time it takes me to normally knock out one, which means in a 3-hour stream, I could probably get anywhere between 20 to 30 encounters in, which overall would just make this hunt go by a lot faster. Which, at this point, I just want this hunt over. Because again, I love doing DAs with you guys, but I would also love doing DAs on other legendaries that are not Ho-Oh at this point, just because there's more options. Like, if it's random lobbies, like, I would love to do random lobby DAs with you guys. When we get to potentially the other account, again, it really depends. And I honestly, at this point, I don't think we're probably going to do... I mean, the thing is, it really isn't worn out Marigold. It's more of just... It's the same things over and over again. It is, we always go for a very specific Pokemon. We always have a very specific thing that we do over and over again. And it's very repetitive. And, our conversations tend to go into the same thing. We don't really progress much in terms of stuff. And at this point, I just want this hunt to be over. And I feel like a greater rapidity in overall encounters would be the best option. Also, Zetar, you swap out for the Boldor here. We need to... Because we don't have the 3 people, we are going to need to have us 2 have the rock types, so you're going to need to take this. We do need 3 people in this DA, though. We do need 3 people in the lobby overall for maximum speed. Wait, right. Right, the NPC will take... Right, the NPC will take the Boldor, so we don't take it. So we don't take the first one if we only get 2 people. That's the plan. That was the key to winning. So even then, we only need 2 people then. So we realistically only need 2 people to do this. Because I'll still have my rock type. We'll have the thing with rock move. Yeah. Well, what happened, film? What happened, film? Also, guys, again, if you want to talk legendaries, then get to know. Yeah, I know that's what we're trying, Mudkip. We're kind of trying to do that. It's not nearly as easy as you think it is. Don't forget to leave a like. Wait. No, I didn't. This type of accidentally click thing. Before I was ready. Nope. Kill this thing quick. Yeah, I really want this hunt to be over. Just, that's really what it is. He's at energy. 1DA, no, 1DA. I mean, I've had that happen a lot. The thing is, I've had that happen with a lot of people where they just do a DA for the first time with me and then they just get a shiny. It's surprising. With the sheer number of people that do DAs with us, it actually isn't that surprising that happens. Mostly down to it's just pure numbers at that point. Like, it's one of the reasons why you get with, probably thousands of people who are doing shiny hunts. Just by sheer probability, you're going to have people that get it that quick. It's going to happen through just sheer numbers and probability. Hello, everyone. Get to leave a Go. Yeah, like, I mean, again, it's just sometimes orange, like, again, I point to me getting the shiny Medicham after, I point to getting the shiny Medicham immediately after getting the shiny Zapdos on that one day. So, like, it's something that has happened, and I'm not surprised that it hasn't happened to me yet, but again, statistically, just odds work that way. Again, you get both ends of the spectrum. It's just really a matter of, will you have the good luck or not? Oh, look, the chair's back. Hey, chair. Okay. So the plan is we let the NPC take the ride on. We let the NPC take the ride on. We take the Boldor. Because they would swap out for the thing there. Hey Zenical, how are you doing? Slowly going crazy because of this stupid Ho-Oh. Slowly going crazy because of this stupid Ho-Oh. I click on the ball, I meant to click, yeah. I mean, most people want the shiny to not appear. Most people want the shiny to not appear today, so I don't fault you for that, Cyan. And honestly, I'm kind of in the same camp. Because, like, here's the weird thing. This is kind of the weird thing with me, is I kind of also don't want the shiny to be gotten today, if for no other reason than to continue the hunt for as long as possible. But also, again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new and you haven't. It simply does not exist. I do not believe. Exactly, Marigold. It doesn't exist. The shiny doesn't exist. Shinies are a lie and a myth perpetuated by content creators to continue to get viewership. They are lies. They don't actually exist. Except they do, because I have a bunch of shinies. It's just, wants to be a jerk. I still find it funny that we started the entire channel with Ho-Oh, because the first game we did for the series was the Let's Play of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And Ho-Oh just decides to not appear. I just find that very amusing that, yeah, we started this channel with you and you're being a spiteful thing, Ho-Oh. You're just being very spiteful. Glitches, they are just glitches. I mean, do you guys actually know the origin of where shiny Pokemon came from, like where the idea of shinies came from? Because I feel like I've said this before, and again, this is what I mean by like constantly talking in circles, is the entire reason shiny Pokemon exist goes back to in Gen 2, they added color to the games for the first time, and it wasn't a glitch. It was, they could add color to the game, and so they thought, well, because we can add color and we can make the Pokemon colored, why not make alternate colored Pokemon? It was basically, they made shinies because they added color and they could make it possible. And I just find that amusing that, yeah, there is really no reason shinies exist beyond, well, we can do it. Which is just, it's to flex that they actually could code color now. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's the fact that it has become this entire just phenomena within the community. It has become its own culture within the Pokemon community to the degree that it is. And it was just, we can do color now. That's it. That's all it is. And it's become this giant phenomenon. It makes me laugh that something that silly, well, not silly, but just something that simple is the basis for everything that just kind of happens with a lot of YouTube channels, because a lot of YouTube channels that do shiny hunting, exist. Like, it's just because they could make colors now. That's all it is, and I love that. I freaking love that. We will not paint our walls pink, my gift. We will not paint the walls pink. Gambling. Yes, use Simple Beam now. Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, that's the entire that is the supervillain origin story of shiny Pokemon. They were just a way of flexing. They can code graphics now. It's all it is, and I love that. It is that simple. It is something that is that simple, that basic, and it has massively influenced the game. I mean, look at, like, Legends Arceus. That is basically an entire game that is based around shiny hunting. No, it is literally shiny hunting the game. And it entirely exists because of this shiny thing that was added all these years ago. Back when, just because we can. And nothing more than that. And that makes me laugh. It's just, I find that funny. It amuses me in a way that it really shouldn't, but it just kind of does. Again, the game's existence amuses me, just to that extent. But yeah, anyone wants to pop in for the next Dynamax adventure? We do need you guys to pop in for some Dynamax adventures. We need good life orb. That's good. We need about 3 people for everything. It kind of reminds me of something that happened as a kid. I learned how to add pop-out things in my notebooks and make power drawings only for a whole year just because I wanted to. Yeah, like it is basically that miracle. That's basically all it is. We can flex that we can do color now, and that's that's kind of my favorite thing about the entirety of Pokemon's existence, is that the entire reason we have so many of these little things these days is down to the developers just could do something, so they just decided why not. And that's actually the reason why every Pokemon game up until Generation 7, well, up until Generation 8, had every single Pokemon in it. It was because they could add every Pokemon, so they never really asked the question of should they have every Pokemon in every game. And you can see that over time that actually leads to a very interesting dilemma of should everything be added. Everybody got so sick of me making the dumbest short stories and the Guardian Warrior cats, join up the teacher cats, but I don't blame them. I mean, hey, we all got stuff like that. We all got stuff like that where we, flex we can do certain things. So you know what? Respect it. I respect that. But yeah, it's just, over time, I just find it very amusing that it just morphed into this entire phenomena on its own. And the fact that it never was intended to be anything more than what it was, I just find hilarious. It's just, again, I love shiny hunting. It's great for the channel. I get to hang out with you guys, and it's a pretty nice chillax thing when it isn't Dynamax Adventures with Ho-Oh, because Ho-Oh's a spiteful pain in the bird. Hate it. Because it's just being a painful butt. But just, yeah, it was this unintentional thing that they never expected to blow up into this bit. It is already set up, Mudkip. I've already set up Streamlabs. The Streamlabs is already set up, Mudkip. You don't need to wonder when it will be set up, because it already has been. And that, I was gonna say the Sandstorm probably saved that, but I think it still has Sturdy applied, so it didn't actually save it. Hey, Exotic Yellow. Are you new here, Exotic? Are you new here? Hey, Pablo de Costa. How are you doing? I think I've seen you before, Pablo. How are you? Welcome back, Pablo. Welcome back. No burn. You better not burn it. Good. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm doing very well. I'm doing very, very well. Thing is, now we have Sand Force boosting our moves, so let's crush this thing. Oh, sorry, Exotic. Oh, it's been a while then. It's just been a while. Well, good to have you back. I've been busy with school, I presume, because I know a lot of people that haven't been here have been busy with things like school, which is understandable because, school just started around this time of year. Where's the hub counter? There's hub counter. Alright, first DA success of the day. First DA success of the day. So do you have points now? What do you mean do I have points now? You mean I have my pixel calculations? I do not have the pixel calculations finished. I mean, I want this thing to shine. I just want this bird to be sparkly. I want the golden bird again. Almost quad odds on this thing. I think if I just went, solo, animations off. Nope. I think if I went solo with animations off, I could probably hit 400 encounters today, provided it doesn't become shiny. Yeah, I want the thing to sparkle. I really want this thing to be shiny. It's not going to be, but I want it to be sparkly. Hey, DJ, are you new here? Are you new here, TJ? I mean, Ho-Oh is just being spiteful. Ho-Oh is just being very, very spiteful is what it is. It doesn't want to sparkle for us. I think Ho-Oh is waiting for it to be 1 year of hunting this thing before it appears shiny. That is what I'm expecting. And I'll be honest, I've mentioned this a bit before, but I kind of don't know if I want this hunt to go into being a 1 year long shiny hunt, or I want it to end now. Like, that's kind of the thing that I'm kind of split on. Granted, I think I really want it to be now. Gotta check Kramer and Salazzle and very nice. I've gotten a number of shinies from Dynamax Adventures. Salazzle actually is one of them. Frostlass is another. Yeah, Frostlass, Salazzle, Marshtomp, Tauros, Clang. There's been a lot of them. If you guys would like to join, the link code is right next to me. I forget which side it is on. But if you guys would like to join, we love to have you guys popping in. There's a very specific order in which we need to pick the Pokemon for the Dynamax Adventure things to be as optimized as possible. Oh, nice. You're getting very close to getting Arceus. Very nice. Honestly, that's going to be a shiny hunt that we're going to be doing once I complete Legends, which I kind of find it funny that, like, collectively, the internet, like, I mean, in YouTube specifically as a whole, kind of just got massively burnt out on Legends. And, I mean, one of the main reasons for that is just because people hit the game so aggressively, so quickly. You know, just hit the game so quickly that no one... It just burned people out way too quickly. And I think that's, like, the biggest problem that the game has, is it just burnt people out so fast. You know, like, it's a decent game. One of my friends has been shiny hunting Arceus for 200 hours about... Wow! I mean, granted, in BDSP, that's a little over... That's only a little over 4 times odds for BDSP, because in BDSP it's still the 1 in 4,000. That actually isn't much worse than what I am. And people have hunted in PLA for months straight and made me so... I mean, that's exactly what it is, Marigold. That's pretty much what it is that it's just generalized burnout of the game. That, again, it's not a bad game. It's by no means a bad game. It's just one of the issues it encounters is because of how aggressively people hit the game, especially when it came out. They did everything there was, and then, well, there's really nothing left to do other than shiny hunt. And unlike the shiny hunting, like, say, this game, where it's a lot more active, where you're encountering Pokemon after Pokemon, you're knocking them out, and just all the things like that, Legends is a lot more passive, where, you know, 90% of the time, you're hopping onto Braviary and just circling around the entire area. Okay, well, no shinies here. Leave, reload, circle around again. I love Sheldon's Table Turf card so much. What does it do, Mudkip? What does Sheldon's Table Turf card do? You know, that's a lot of what Legends shiny hunting is, which I think is very problematic, especially long term, because there's very little active playing and you just kind of get bored again just circling over things. Granted, when a mass outbreak happens, you go to the outbreak and, you know, that happens. But, yeah, I don't know what it does, but look at it. I'll go look it up, Mudkip. I will go and look it up. Actually, this time, yeah, go for the Raichu. Yeah, we need to go for the Raichu. Sheldon, Table Turf. Shift T. Okay. Bye, Pablo. I really hope Scarlet Violet does incorporate that method of shiny hunting into the world, because of more. Oh, they are. They are. The Scarlet and Violet already has been shown to not have the in-battle transitions. Scarlet and Violet has no in-battle transitions, meaning everything's overworld. So it's going to have the same thing. I mean, granted, We don't know if we're going to have the same thing as Braviary, where you can literally fly over the entire overworld, which, again, is one of the problems, is, again, you can fly over everything. But that is adorable. That is an adorable icon for the card. I love it. But yeah, like, that I think is going to be a major issue with Scarlet Violet's shiny hunting scene, is that because the overworld is visible, and because the overworld has that it's going to basically kneecap shiny hunting. You know, I think it's gonna like kneecap the interest in shiny hunting for that reason. At least, you know, Scarlet Violet shiny hunting. Because in the end, what you're gonna have is it's kind of the same thing as just Legends and Let's Go, where you're just flying over everything waiting for a shiny to appear. Yeah, I agree. I love the normal encounter hunting. I agree 100%. I miss that encounter hunting. But I think that's the exact reason why they're doing this. Is that it's down to... They realize overall people don't like that. You know, it's people are getting bored doing that same method of hunting. And they do that to keep players from getting bored. You know, as in, oh, I don't like encountering things. Well, despite the fact that that actually overall is making people bored. Is that overworld style of hunting. Celestial can be used to call people a nerd. Like, you know what? Fair enough, Mudkip. Yeah, again, the thing is, I want to agree with you, Marigold. I'm thinking it's going to be more competitive play than anything. But I think it's going to go back into also just being shiny hunting. I think it's going to be more into shiny hunting like what we saw with Legends. Because as much as I hate saying it, I don't really think that they're caring as much about competitive scene anymore. Is that, as we've been seeing, they're adding in, you know, the super mechanics. They really don't care about the competitive stuff because, hey, super mechanics are fun. It's like, no, it's not. Meta, you can say, if second of Dynamax Adventures, show them the card. I mean, that'd be good if I could save, you know, that much time on it. That'd be excellent to save that much time on it. Like, yep. Yeah, because we need every single second of Dynamax Adventure hunting. I am thinking of probably just going into solo hunts, all things considered. Because if we're only going to get, you know, 2 people in here, me and Zetar, then it might be more worth it to just go solo. Competitive, try to make competitive stuff interesting to them. Yeah, see, here's the problem, though, with the Terra stuff, is they might have been trying that, but in the end, what's going to happen is purely, it's going to be used aggressively. You're going to see people terastallizing into their own typings, because if you terastallize into your own same type attack bonus, rather than give a 50% bonus, it just doubles the damage you're doing with your same type attack bonus. So there's no reason to use it defensively. It's going to become a basically Z-Move 2.0. Hey, Rabbit. Where it's going to come into just being ridiculously hyper offense, and therefore defeating the entire point of it, which is kind of problematic overall. How you doing, Raphael? How are you doing, guys? But yeah, it's like, it is, and it's one thing that shows they have not learned any of the lessons from Mega Evolution, from Dynamaxing, and from Z-Moves. That the super mechanics are incredibly toxic to play. And, I mean, I get the reason why they're doing them, is because, oh yeah, you know, super mechanics, they keep the kids interested, we gotta give them something new and flashy every game. And, you know, again, I can understand, you know, they want something new, something flashy, something that gives each game a distinct, you know, vibe. The problem is, it is continuously pissing off the player base. Oh, nice, back from vacation, very nice. Yeah, the problem is that it's constantly just pissing off the players, because we kind of don't want to keep seeing these kind of things, because it's just not healthy to have things like super mechanics over and over and over again in a, you know, competitive environment. And even then, when they leave, it makes me go, oh well, I like this mechanic. Well, why do they take this mechanic out? And it just becomes this whole giant thing of it creates more hostility. And you know, this is, I mean, this is the way that I am when it comes to something like when megas were taken out. With how much the devs, like, intentionally hyped up things like megas, and then, you know, built, like, megas are the future. And then, you know, nope, megas are gone. They kind of deserved all the backlash that they got and all the people that were mad at it. Like, oh, you're building up megas as this thing, and then you're just suddenly take it away. I say the Pokemon Company deserved all the backlash they got for that, because they were hyper-focusing on, you know, this specific thing. That, yeah, when you take that away, you're gonna piss off a lot of people. That's just how things work. Which is one of the reasons why I say, which is one of the reasons why I say, like, it's not good when companies do that, because it creates something like that. As we saw, exactly that happened. And again, they deserve the backlash. Which is one of the reasons why I don't get why they keep not understanding, don't have more super mechanics, because people don't like them. Because when you take them away, you're gonna piss people off, and you're gonna create more of that toxicity. But it just, I don't know, it's one of these things that I just don't, it's one of that makes me wonder, what is going on in the back rooms about, like, the Pokemon Company? What is going on back there? How are they deciding, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this because, like, have they not paid attention to what's been happening in the previous things? Have they not paid attention to that? And I think they have been paying attention. The ultimate of the game is for children because the demographic, but most lasting player adults will still. Yeah, exactly, that's what it is. Is that it's a double-edged sword, in that you want to create a long-lasting player base. You want to create this, you know, community of players that is going to continue playing well beyond, you know, being a child. You know, again, you want to create that long-term loyalty of a player base. And, you know, constantly adding something in, immediately taking away after people got attached to it, isn't a good way of building a long-term base of players. And overall, what it's ending up doing is just pissing off everyone long term, and you're gonna overall see a net decrease in the later, you know, long term players, which is not good. Because I mean, it makes sense why they would want, why they would, you know, just, oh, you would keep kids interested, but the people who play the game are generally the same people. It's generally the same people that are playing the game. Yeah, there's more every year that, you know, do pick up and play Pokemon, so more new people come. But that's still a relatively small, comparatively thing. The back room for season. Are we gonna advance this time? Maybe make it. Yep. Yeah, like I hate to say it, but yeah, that probably is what happens. It's probably something to that same degree. And that really worries me. Because again, like, I love these games. I think the games are fantastic. I love Pokemon. But I really don't like the super mechanics because I love competitive. And I don't like seeing competitive be infiltrated by super mechanics that generally devolve into fan service. And that is what cheeses me off. That is what cheeses me off. Because, like, okay, I mean, I guess it's more of like fan pandering than fan service. Like, there's a difference between fan service and, like, fan pandering. Like, this is when they kind of are often conflated with one another. Fan service is literally anything that is meant to appeal to a person. It is literally just something that is meant to be appealing. That is all fan service means. You know, technically everything in a game is fundamentally fan service. However, like, fan pandering is what's often, like, conflated with that because they generally overlap. Like, fan pandering is fan service. It's just more extreme. And over a while, it's just like, yeah, they're the same thing. Well, like, when, you know, they're actually quite different. Well, one is a subset of the others. Like, every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. And the pandering is the problem that it's warping the games around the fan pandering, and, like, that annoys me. Extremely attached to Pokemon, that is a piece of media that I retrieve when I am upset, but going away from it because doing it is more uncertain. Exactly, again, that's one of the reasons why, like, they are going to long-term end up losing they are long-term going to damage the player base because they're doing things like that by essentially introducing things, focusing extremely heavily on it, and then just casting aside is very, very bad for long-term retention in player base. Because what you have is you don't give people time to grow attached to certain things and branch out from that attachment. That's one of the reasons why the generational introduction of like the new super mechanics, the flashy mechanics, ends up not really contributing as much to the overall series retention, because you have people who come in, just for one thing. Well, that one thing that I really liked is now gone. I don't really have the interest in, keeping going, because that one thing is what was keeping me tethered. That one thing is gone. I don't really have anything tethering me to the series anymore. I'll just go play a different game. And that is not healthy that is very unhealthy for just long-term playing. Anyways, play time is need. Jokingly, you can play any games you want, not to boycott. Yeah, I agree. I love Pokemon. I still say, yes, I still advocate for, supporting the games, because I still like these games. But I will not shy away from there are fundamental issues with the way they have been doing things. But I also think, these games are fantastic. I love the games. I will never say, oh, boycott Pokemon. No, because that's colossally idiotic in my opinion. Because first of all, it's a multi-million-dollar company. Pokemon is the second most profitable video game franchise in the world, which, for context, the number one is Mario. For context, the number one most profitable video game franchise in the world is Mario. And Mario has 5 games released every single year, and has been around over a decade earlier than Pokemon is. And Pokemon is the number 2 compared to it. Boycotting a game will do jack squat. But the other thing is, even if hypothetically a boycott does actually work, enough people boycott a game to affect the numbers, well then what you have done is heavily damage that company's financials, which could potentially drive them into bankruptcy, which potentially means no future games will ever be released because it's seen as unprofitable. Which means in the end, all you've done is kill the franchise you supposedly like. It makes no sense and does nothing helpful. Hey Omar, hey Kayla, how you doing? Glad you guys came in. We need you guys to help us with these DAs. We need you guys to help speed through these DAs as quick as possible. We're doing the same path resetting, so we're trying to speed through things as much as possible. I was actually just going to go solo lobbies if you guys didn't pop in. So thank you. Yeah, same strategy before, same picks, same order. I want to get this thing. Yeah, Pokemon makes so much money. There is no way that Pokemon. Hello there, Error Paradox 710. Are you new here? Also, love the Hydreigon profile picture. Love me some Hydreigon. One of my absolute favorite pseudo-legendaries, mostly because I'm a massive Godzilla fan, and I love Ghidorah. But how are you doing, Error Paradox? Also, love the name. Let's see if Error brings in the good luck of bringing this shiny, because we've been hunting this thing for almost a year, and I really want my golden turkey to finally pop up. Because I'm slowly getting annoyed. I mean, I'm not slowly getting annoyed. I'm already annoyed with this stupid bird. I'm already beyond annoyed with this bird. Shiny. I thought I saw his goal for a sec. I was like, nope, it's not gold. Much sadness. I just want it to appear. I just want the shine to appear. Two types of bad Pokemon fans. People who think that these games are perfect against the flaws, and the ones who think yep. I agree, Mark. I mean, the thing is, that's one of the issues that I feel every fandom, I mean, not every community has with a piece of media. Hey, AZ's welcome in. Oh, thank you, Error. Thank you. Thank you, Error. Also, I need to kick the internet again. Yeah, again, take my Dynamax. Thank you. I need the luck. We're almost four times odds on this thing. I need the luck. I need all the luck there is in the world for this thing. Like, it's not quite as bad as Gage's 500. I think it was 512. I think Gage went for Rayquaza, which I mean that's pretty bad. But yeah, finally got China League. Nice A's, very nice. How many encounters? Oh, you probably weren't keeping track of them. But also remember, guys, same code, same Pokemon picking order. We gotta beat this thing. Let's do this. Actually, whoever's the last person, if you guys pick the Tangela, that would actually be extremely good, because you can use Grassy Glide, and it would break right through all of these Pokemon. That's actually really, really good. Yeah, there'll always be fans who are critical and pessimistic, and fans who are completely captured and rose to glad. Yep. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I always say, like, I actively try to avoid nostalgia in series. Is that nostalgia is not... Again, nostalgia, like fandom, it's not inherently bad. It's just when it starts warping the games itself that it becomes problematic, which I feel is also, like, on part of the fans, like, that they allow this to happen. But, I mean, again, everyone has their own things. But also, again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you know. It very much helps the channel grow. Things have been doing fantastic lately, but we need every single one of those likes and subscribes to keep the growth going. Because, like, I think I mentioned this a few days ago, but the few days where I was out sick with COVID that I just couldn't stream and I was away on vacation prior to that, where just nothing was going on with the channel, only recently have, like, we recovered from that, because just, it takes a long time for the algorithm to readjust after, yeah, you're gone for so long, and then it just comes back. So again, thank you guys, and no, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. You guys are the ones that keep all this going. I'm just an idiot who talks into a camera. You guys make this a community. Changing my look to the new outfit of the character. Alright, that's gonna be fun. Hey, Bon Bon! Hey, Bon Bon, how are you doing? How is Bon Bon? Yeah, Lance has a hard team. I like Lance's team. It's brutal and I like it. Yeah, I mean, that's the case of any immediate community, Marigold. It's one of the reasons why I tend to try and avoiding... It's one of the I tend to try to avoid a lot of, like, fandoms, because you get the both ends. But how are you guys doing? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard. Again, like, I'm a healthy person. I stay physically active. I don't have any, like, medical conditions. I was extremely lucky anything was gonna happen, because it's just, you know, stay in bed, get some rest, drink a lot of water. You know, again, I don't have any, like, medical conditions, like, immune compromise. It just happens. Because, like, this is the interesting thing about viruses. Like, like, here's the interesting thing about, like, well, any disease in general. The objective of a disease is actually not to be lethal. Because a disease wants to spread a virus wants to spread itself around. But if you kill the host, then you have failed in that objective of being able to spread around and reproduce, because you have killed your means of spreading. It's kind of a weird thing to come up with, that, yeah, like, the objective of these things, evolutionarily, is to not kill us, but it ends up killing us. It's very weird. Same order of everything, guys. We need the same order. We're gonna pick the same things and crush this stuff in the next year. We do need a fourth person, though. We do need a fourth person. Lucky enough to not have gotten yet, despite everyone else in the house having gotten it. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, there's also a lot of people that are asymptomatic, so you could have had it and just not had any symptoms. Because, like, there have been, I mean, there's a lot of people that have that happen. But yeah, Omar, we need you in here. We need our fourth person, so we can just speed through these things as quick as possible. Because if we get, like, a fourth person who can take the Tangela, we can crush all these things in the next year. Same, I haven't got COVID. And wait, it's been 3 years? Yeah, right, it started in 19. It started in 2019, like, very, very late 2019. Everything shut down around February, March. So yeah, it's been 3 years. It feels like it's only been 2 years, actually. Some have been barred from being tested. Don't know if I've had it. A carrier. It's that. Yeah. I mean, it's just the way that things are in the virus world. It's just the way that things are in the virus world. I mean, it's also one of the, it's never gonna go away. Like, it's like that is the thing intrinsic of, like, any sort of, like, virus is like swine flu. Like, it still exists. You know, I remember I think it was like 2012, I think, is when swine flu happened. You know, I remember that, like, that was a huge emergency when that happened. But now it's like, yeah, it's just a thing that exists, and it's a couple of years later. I mean, like, a year after that, everything goes back to normal. Because it just, it's out there and it's kind of never going to be able to go away. It's just, you know, we build up a natural resistance and natural tolerance against it, because it's for the same reason why we never have, like, problems with the cold or the flu, is that, well, we do have some problem with the flu because it just mutates at a very rapid rate relative to other things, but, like, we already have a natural way of counteracting it, so we have, like, ways of dealing with it. But it's interesting how, you know, things like that work, that eventually over time it just gets built into our genetic memory to deal with certain diseases. But this isn't Roanoke Gaming. If you guys want, you know, fun information like that, I recommend Roanoke Gaming. I've been binge watching so much Roanoke lately. I love that channel. Don't have any outside connections to help. Damn it, that's what we need to get away with that. I mean, there's people who are protective. God, I'm at the top of people. Yes, I can, Bonbon. Yes, I can. You have failed. Bonbon, you've been here for what, like 6 months? You have not realized that is the case with me. You haven't realized that yet. you should have realized that happens. It's like, I'm a motor mouth. It's a blessing and a curse when it comes to making videos, because you kind of need to be able to talk a lot, but also you will tire your jaw out. So like that's one of the things about talking in content creation, is you don't realize how if you talk for about, you know, 4 or so hours straight, you know, in recording, your jaw will actually start to hurt because you're moving it so much that the muscles become tired, and you can't, you know, stop talking, because then, well, you know, that's gonna, like, you can't engage with the viewers, so, like, you will, it is negative for the overall experience, and then, like, you have to keep talking, which means, you know, you put more strain on the jaw, and just over time you build up tolerance, you build up more. And another thing is mental fatigue. Can't talk to anyone random IRL for more than 2 minutes. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have that. It's a lot of it, I think, is just we don't know how to approach other people we are unfamiliar with, so like we just kind of avoid because we don't know how the interaction will go when it's like a safety net mechanism. Which is interesting, because again, people are... It's one of the reasons why I say, we don't know... get the 3.5-pound chemo electric anxiety machine, which is the perfect name for the brain. Got a shiny random Delibird the other day. Don't think the game knows the holidays. Oh, very nice. Delibird is, shiny Delibird is like, the red becomes purple, right? Let me check that, actually. It's like, I love purple. It is my favorite color. It used to be green. My favorite color did used to be green, however, purple eventually overtook it. You're a jerk, Nido King. You're a jerk. Nido King. Yes. This is clearly a rare gray-colored Nido King. 10 out of 10 maxes. Someone please clip that and all this. Someone please clip that and just post it on out of context maxes, because I'm gonna save that for later. I clipped, and I'm gonna be uploading the fiasco that was the Fissure Wurmple from Kaizo Ironmon. That fiasco is being uploaded as a clip tomorrow, which highly recommend you guys stay tuned for that. Because, like, I have a love-hate relationship with Kaizo Ironmon right now. It's, on the one hand, I really want to play more of it because, like, I just kind of want a good run. But at the same time, I feel like I'm never going to be able to beat it because, like, we do, like, what, like 30 or so encounters. Like, I'm trying to push the bounds. I am going to try and, like, push the boundaries of our Kaizo Ironmon. I'm gonna try and do like 60 files tomorrow, unless we get like far into one file, which is gonna wipe me out. Yeah, I want to try to do like 3 hours of Kaizo solid tomorrow, because I am looking forward to that. So I've been enjoying Kaizo Ironmon. Where's my Delibird? Anyone know? IRL, little was quiet thing. It's her. I have friends. I'm not sure when I will play Metroid Prime. One of the main reasons why is I need to get a system capable of playing Delibird. It's an E, right? Yeah, Delibird is an E. I need to get a system capable of playing Metroid Prime. Then I need to find, can I get a capture system for that Metroid Prime game? And, you know, it's a thing of I need to get the game, I need to get the console, I need to get the capture card, and I need to make all the art assets. But we will be doing Dread. Dread will be coming in the next coming weeks. Which is, I just still find it funny that, yeah, we were going to do this entire Metroid marathon leading up to Dread. You know, smash cut to us doing Dread a year after its release. I have issues with emulating games. I have issues emulating games. It's a personal thing. I've had not great experiences emulating games. A lot of it is that it feels off to me. Like, a good example goes back to when we had to emulate Zero Mission to play Metroid Zero Mission. Because I was using, you know, keyboard to play, the controls just felt very, very off because it was not designed to be played on the keyboard. It was designed to be played on the Nintendo controller, the NES controller, and, you know, or Game Boy in the case of Zero Mission. And, you know, I used a Pro controller that a friend of mine let me loan. Shout out to my fantastic friend, Phone on Mode. Absolute wonderful of a human being. If it weren't that amazing Draft League match we had, I never would have been able to beat Zero Mission. I never would have been able to beat it. The context behind this. I was on campus at college, Penn State, last year for some summer things. Basically, there was some summer classes I need to do because they only offered them during the summer. And the Penn State Pokemon Club does a Draft League during the summer. And Ewan was, you know, there, well, not on campus, we lived a little bit off campus for some things over summer as well. And we were matched up against each other in the Draft League. And so we met each other, you know, we met as in, you know, on Discord. We talked a little bit on Discord after our battles, and it was an amazing series of battles. And it was like, that battle with that round of battles like, made a lifelong competitive battling friend. And I asked I think a few days after that Draft League match, does anyone have a Pro controller I can borrow for like a few days to just beat this boss? And he ended up, you can just use the thing, you know, for the next couple of days. And he let me borrow the controller, and because of that controller, I was able to beat the entirety of Zero Mission very, very quickly. And I always point to, it is because of that Draft League match I met Ewan, and because of that Draft League match meeting Ewan, I was able to beat Metroid Zero Mission in a timely manner, which made me interested in Metroid, which led to the entire Metroid Mania marathon we've been doing, which has led to a bunch of other things we've been doing. So it was like all that spiraled off of one Draft League match. And I was like, I love this. Yeah, again, tangents. They exist here on the channel. It is our primary source of things. What is that? Yep, rocks. Rocks are a collection of various minerals, Mudkip. Rocks are a collection of various minerals. Yeah, that's actually what the difference is. A mineral is not a rock. A rock is composed of various minerals. Which is why a diamond is not a rock, nor is it a mineral. Come for the shiny hunting and the suffering. Stay for the geology lessons. We'll be able to beat it, Kayla. I have confidence we will be able to beat this thing. You're gonna make Meta explode. So the info Mudkip. Yep, Mudkip. I think you guys have learned at this point. That's what Mudkip does. That is Mudkip's specialty, is dooming everyone. it's what he specializes in. Because what he does is he causes suffering to me, which feeds him, which leads to me and him interacting more, which leads to him making comments that I have to be snarkily recording with factual information, which leads to you guys all suffering. So in the end, Mudkip causes suffering to you guys, because he causes suffering to me. Which means in the end, it doesn't even matter. You had to follow rules at all. And screw you, Ho-Oh. Hey, Gengar, how are you doing? How are you doing, Gengar? I'm doing well. Come on, please go grab Ghoulish Link. I thought about playing Mario game real quick. We're going to be playing Super Mario Odyssey. We will be playing Super Mario Odyssey, yeah. I have that on my Switch. Well, granted, it's not on mine. It is a friend of mine's account, which is on my Switch, and they have the digital copy of it, so I can just play whenever I want. It doesn't bother me if you talk about a topic. Also, the info dump machine. Yep. Info dump machine. Alright, Mudkip, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Anarchy mode whisper. Also, guys, don't forget to, share this out to your friends so they know what we do here. Thankfully, the sand is up, meaning my sand force is going to do even more damage on this rock slide. Dang it, I didn't do enough. This is a great thing to play. I've heard good things, and remember, I've never played a Mario game. I've never played a Mario game. So I'm going into what I've heard is the biggest Mario game. Blind. Never played a Mario game. I look forward. Doing good. Getting Sapphire Kaizo Ironman. Oh boy, you are also doing a Kaizo Ironman Ghoulish. We are continuing our Kaizo Ironman run tomorrow. What is your selection of favorite Pokemon you have put for the favorite claws? Mine is Snorlax, Kingdra, and Scizor. Those are my three. I've seen Scizor's Scizor seems to be a favorite for a lot of people picking as a favorite because it just has a great typing. I've noticed a lot of people also go Milotic. Like Milotic, I noticed in almost everyone's list of favorite ones, they have like a water type. Oh look, it's not shiny. My mom was asking me what type of bugs we find here. I thought I played Unite. I'm gonna suffer. Yeah, no. You're no. The thing with Unite is with Unite, you can blame the game for just being broken and then blame yourself for continuing to play a broken game. When it comes to Kaizo Ironman, it is you have nothing to blame but yourself for deciding to do this. But yeah, we are I'm looking forward to the next Kaizo Ironman. I have a good feeling about tomorrow's Kaizo Ironman. I have a good feeling about tomorrow's runs. I am going to make probably 120 to 130 files because I want to try and get to about 100. I want to try to get to 100 files consumed. Maybe push that to maybe 120 tomorrow. Because I want to start getting through more and more files and try and get more turns. Origami King, if it's going to be Milotic, Snorlax, and Gengar. You only get 3 favorites for a Gen 3 game. You get 3 favorites for Gen 3, and then every successive Gen, you have favorites equal to the favorite, either the number of the Gen. If the tower controls out, they'll dominate and go for the other team's throat. See, you are just a murder machine, Mudkip. You just go for the throat. Which is, like, I love how go for the throat is, like, a phrase we do is, like, a phrase for the channel. And I'll go get this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on the box. But, like, I'll show you, and you guys will see what I mean. Also, we need you guys to pop in for some Dynamax adventures. You guys are great assistants. Alright, so I have this, like, Godzilla board game. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Alright, so, like, look at Ghidorah's ability. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it all that well. But it's Ghidorah's ability is literally go for the throat. And it's like, I say that all the time. It is perfect. And it's funny that Ghidorah of all kaiju has go for the throat as its ability, because it's literally 3 giant noodle necks. It's literally 50% throat. So go Milotic, Ursaring, and Gengar. I would say probably Snorlax might be a better pick over Ursaring, just because I think it has a better stat total, but you might want to go for just better stat total. Hey, full lobby, let's go. Also, I picked the wrong controller up. Alright, full lobby, everyone. Remember, lineup. Doug Trio, Raichu, Magneton, and then the last one is going to be the Tangela. We're going to blitz through these things. We got a squad of 4. We're going to Rog and Rolla. Oh, no, it's almost 1 year of hunting Ho-Oh. We've been doing the channel. We had our 4-year anniversary of the channel a few days ago. But the Ho-Oh hunt has been going on for almost a year. So, like, it on November 13th, I believe, is when it is going to be the 1-year anniversary of the Ho-Oh Dynamax Adventures. Omar, go for the Tangela. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's not quite the 1 year yet, but it's getting close. Not a super happy year. Yeah, it's not been a happy year. It has not been a happy 1 year of hunting Ho-Oh. It has not been a happy 1 year. Wait. Interesting, it rearranged the layout. Interesting. Again, this is why. This is why I said go for the Tangela, because it rearranged things. And we do not have a good layout against Politoed. Omar, are you here? Omar, are you here? Alright, Zeta. Good luck with the battles. At least it's not like 2.5 years to stack attack. If you stream Splatoon on Thursday, I'll have a day of school. Alright, I will make note of that, Mudkip. Well, I mean, how often were you doing the thing though is that I feel like if it was a personal offline hunt, it would be faster. It would be much faster overall to do an offline personal hunt. Because I could just turn animations off and just path reset a great path where, like, opening 3 Pokemon, there's a Lycanroc in there. And I can just always pick that Lycanroc over and over and over and over and over again. And use that to just blitz through everything. Actually, I'm going to ping Omar in here. Omar, are you in here? Cause like, Omar, we need you to pick the thing. I should probably just send him a DM. Probably just send him a DM. Can you not? No, you cannot turn off animations. Omar, I said to pick the Tangela. I said to pick the Tangela. Or were you just like AFK during the whole selection thing? You cannot turn off animations in multiplayer. When you are playing with others, you are not able to turn off the animations. Which means it's a bit of a trade-off. It's a bit of a trade-off. I said to pick the Tangela because we need the Tangela to speed through things. But yeah, the main reason is I mean, I think it's better to hunt solo if you want to speed through something, which is one of the reasons why when we eventually, if this thing goes to 450 Dynamax Adventures, I am going to do these things solo. I am going to do these things solo if it comes to that high of an encounter number. And I'll just do them off screen. I might do them on screen for some of them. I mean, I'll do like a couple on screen, a couple off, and just alternate like that. But if it goes, like, I'll do the off-screen ones solo and that. Okay, understandable, Omar. Alright, understandable. Good thing is the analytic is going to boost that. But it's not going to do much because Electro Ball is based on speed. Trading more stability for long. Yep. But it kind of sucks to see why I could DC everything. Yeah, like, I'm just gonna do them solo. If it gets to that high of an encounter number, I don't think people will begrudge me doing that. As well as, like, I see a lot of the other the other people in the community that do this. They, aside from people like Gage, who has like 20,000 subscribers and everything like that, where if like Landon, he does them solo. I know Foos does them with people, but Foos also has 2 switches right next to each other. And he can just do that very, very quickly. But, yeah, overall, I think it's honestly just the better thing to do is just turn off animation and just blitz through things. And, like, the thing that I point to with that is, I tracked this. Well, I soft-tracked this. With Kartana, I made note of, like, how many Dyna Ore I had, and after the fact calculated. Okay, this is how many raids I did roughly. And it came out to, yeah, I did about over 400, you know, around 400 Dynamax raids with, 400 Dynamax raids of Kartana. But I blew through those 400 in less than 4 days. Because I just turned animation off. And granted, I was basically all day hunting Kartana. I was, like, if I had a free moment, I was just blitzing through Kartana raids. And I wasn't path resetting, I was just using whatever I could get. And, you know, crushing those things, doing over 400 of them in a very short span of time. Doing something similar with that for Ho-Oh, yeah, I could probably turn off animations, do these things solo, give myself a god path with, like, a Lycanroc, well, a Lycanroc Dusk form, and be done with, like, get over, like, probably 25 encounters in like 3 hours for this. Like, it would be ridiculously fast. But at the same time, I do enjoy interacting with you guys, which is one of the reasons why I don't do that. But yeah, for me, it's more a thing of, I would like to get this thing done quick. I really just want this on to be over. But how you doing, Litsune? How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And everyone, if you've not done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more here. We need all of you guys with everything here. You guys are the ones that keep all this stuff going. I'm not gonna catch it. There's so many super laggy long Dynamax. Yep. I think it's not really laggy. The DAs are not really laggy is the thing. It's more of it's not really laggy so much as just long. And just at this point, it's kind of a little bit tedious, is what it is. It's more so tedious than anything. Hey, Moon! Lingering Engine Incinerate solo queue around worst laning phases. No, you take the ride. You take the ride on. Meta, is there a squad? 7 weapons set. There is a quad question mark salmon run weapon set. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I look forward to that. I look very much forward to that. Yeah, Moon, that's pretty much one of the reasons I stopped playing Unite was stuff like that. That's pretty much one of the reasons I stopped playing it. Is you got people like that, which yeah, not fun. Not fun. Yeah, it's wow, that freaking whole thing freaked out. Yeah. Interesting. So, question mark, that means it's random weapons from, like, the entire weapon selection of the entire game? Or is it, like, just, like, only Grizzco, like, I mean, Grizzco weapons are also in the map, so. How do question mark things work? I don't like that, and I had to make a meme. I'm allergic to both of them. I love watching Salmon Run, very relaxing. So we're either getting to see new Salmon Run weapons, or the ones which were changed. Really? Interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to do a Salmon Run stream for that. I'm definitely gonna do a Salmon Run stream. Like, it's weird. I kind of prefer Salmon Run. I mean, I just prefer Horde modes in general. It's a thing that comes from zombies. I love Horde modes. But it seems like, yeah, people don't really want to watch Salmon Run. People don't really want to watch Salmon Run unless like a massive collab. Which one I'm trying to put together like a Salmon Run Salmonoid King hit squad of like people that like I play well together with. Oh, new Grizzco weapons. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I love it. Like, I want to see. The Grizzco special weapons are amazing. Like, I want to see. I want to see, like, Grizzco, like, Splatling that just charges up as fast as the mini Splatling. You have the mobility of the mini Splatling. You have the charge time of the mini Splatling. But it just, like, does the damage of the Hydra. I want to see that. I've always loved how Jonathan is Rizzalar. No, I'm pretty sure it's a pilot. It's a Phoenix. It's a Phoenix. It's by green, question mark, any weapon, or the Grizzco weapon set. Gold is always Grizzco weapons. Oh boy! Any weapon or the Grizzco weapon. fine. That's fine. But yeah, so the lineup we're going to be picking for the Ho-Oh things. It's going to be the Dugtrio, Alolan Raichu, Magneton, Tangela needs to be the 4th Pokemon. The final lineup is going to be Boldore, Rhydon, Dugtrio, and that's Allie, the Supply Queen Wisdom. I mean, there's a chance of it being a Grizzco weapon. There's a chance of getting a Grizzco weapon, which I'm okay with. Because, like, I want some Grizzco weapons, because they're fun. Like, the Grizzco bow is insane. Like, the fact that Grizzco bow is like a 9-shot bow, and it just does so much damage, I love it. Tower Story is loosely based on something from well, I mean, we're talking about, like, the inspiration of the Pokemon itself, not necessarily, like, the towers. But the towers are in Japan. The towers are a Japan location thing where it's complicated behind that. Yes. Like, that's one thing about the older Pokemon games I do like, was how the in-game locations were very much tied into, like, the backstories and things of the actual region of Japan it was based on. SmackDown gonna swap over the ground. Yes, but SmackDown isn't gonna do much for us. SmackDown is not gonna be doing all that much for us. Cause, I mean, it's still stronger if I go for a rock type move than if I use high horsepower. It's just that's how the power works out. I have not. So what does the Grizzco Blaster do? Is it like Rapid Blaster levels of speed, but like Clash Blaster damage? Like, is it just insane damage output? Okay, critical hit. Very nice. That's not good. That's not good. Mudkip, explain the Grizzco Blaster. Please explain the Grizzco Blaster, Mudkip. I must know how it works. I don't know. Like, Scarlet Violet, I'm a bit iffy on. More Yokai-inspired Pokemon, more faithful tough Pokemon, steal the butt crystals. Yep. Yep. They steal your soul out through your butt. Japanese folklore, folktales, such weird things. Like, they rip your soul out through your butt. Not exactly the way I would like to go, but, and yes, that was a pun, not like I would be in a position to choose the way that I go. So, getting your soul ripped out through your butt by Japanese turtle demons, or, I don't know, dying of, like, sickness in Japan, I'd probably choose anything other than the demon turtle things. Japan. Like, I don't know, like, there is, it's weird. It's weird. Things are weird. Japan is weird things. Hello there, Poké Ranger. How you been, Ranger? I mean, I'm only picking the Pepper, Moon. Main playthrough I'm doing in Scarlet Violet, I'm picking the Pepper. I want my Pepper Crackle. I saw Fuecoco, and I saw that this Pokemon is, this is my starter. I will do a file where I pick the other ones, like, of course, you know, for Violet, my main file, Violet, I'll be playing, you know, Fuecoco. Scarlet, I'll probably be picking Quaxley, and then my second file of Violet, I'll probably pick Sprigatito. Because, like, this is the way that I like to play the Pokemon game. I like to play with all of the starters. Risco Blaster has the damage of a normal Blaster with an attack speed faster than a Clash Whip. Wow, that's terrifying, Mudkip. That is horrifying levels of just redonkulous damage. But does it destroy the I know the blasters don't destroy the flyfish, missile pods. Only the Explosure does that, which honestly, like, if the Explosure was easier to use, I'd probably love it consistently. But the fact that aiming it to attack other bosses is kind of a pain. Like, if you're using the Explosion, you're either taking out a Horde or you're taking out a Flyfish. You're not really able to hit the other stuff. I assume the Luna Blaster is incredibly close range. I assume the Luna Blaster is very, very up close. It's not, like, high range, I take it. But I still need to get all the weapons in Splatoon 3. I still have yet to collect all of them. But like, again, like, I still need to get around to posting that clip of us. I still need to get around to posting that just amazing sword duel where we just smack each other in the face with the Splatana Stamper. That was glorious. Like, I honestly don't think I will ever have a better moment of Splatoon 3 ever than that moment right there. That was glorious. I like the rollers. It's satisfying, even if it's not the best weapon ever. I mean, I think the rollers are probably some of the best in the game. Like, a good roller user can crush an entire team and easily win a match, because you could just ink up so much turf with it. Yeah, just roll over the area, just crush them. I don't know the context of that range, Mudkip. You need to specify, like, this other thing has a range of this. Alright, so, Omar, you are taking the Raichu. Toby, you're taking the Magneton. Kayla, you're taking the Tangela. That is the lineup we're taking for this. Big Flingza time. Yeah, Mudkip loves the Flingza. Mudkip loves the Flingza roller. He has an unhealthy obsession with a Flingza roller. I would love it. Okay, so it is making us fight. Realize what makes us fight them if it have 4 people. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The bird chooses not to exist. The bird does not exist. I love how, like, everything is, like, very homogenous. It's like, yeah, we got, like, same votes for no and doesn't exist, and then yep, and you'll get it another day is like the same. Yeah, Mudkip has very good taste in weapons. Mudkip has a very, very good taste in weapon selection, and he also just enjoys bodying me with it, because, like, whenever we play Splatoon 3 and he's on the ability, he will hunt me down specifically. He will hunt me down and target no one other than me, just to continuously see, oh yeah, they're killed by, the splatted by Mudkip. Just thing pop up on the screen over and over again. I love it. Like, I just have to respect the dedication. Like, the fact that he so consistently does it, I need to respect. Like, I respect it. I have to respect it. Favorite Generation 3 starter is probably Trico. I'll be honest, like, I was never a big, like, Gen 3 guy. Like, I never actually played Gen 3 up until I played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Other than that, I never played it. So, like, it's... I don't really have much... Wow, the range of... Wow. The Grisco Blaster's, like, no range at all. Holy crap. I kind of want to see how short that thing's range is. That's a potato shooter. No, I do not have a good relationship with Torchic. I do not have a good relationship with the Blaziken family Marigold. So we are same wavelengthing. We are same wavelengthing. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go into the history I have with the Torchic family. Okay. Raichu, swap out for this thing. Swap the Raichu out for this thing. Only use Liquidation for the rest of the fights. Only hit with Liquidation against the rock types. When it comes to the Ho-Oh battle, use Helping Hand. Yeah, I do not have a good history with Torchic. But also, again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't done so already. There we are. Yep, better left untold. It's like my complicated history with Lucario. Granted, that is probably going to become a video on its own. Like, I feel at some point I need to make a video about my history with Lucario and why I don't have a good relationship. Like, again, Lucario used to be my second favorite Pokemon. Like, keep in mind, the Pokemon that occupies my second favorite spot is Togekiss. And that was third to Lucario originally. Like, that is... And now the history is complicated. And I'm going to go into that at some point. Yeah, Omar, you take that. Omar, you swap for this. Give his brother. I mean, like, Mudkip is a great starter. It is a very, very good starter, especially for the typings that you go up against in Hoenn. Mudkip probably has, like, one of the... The thing is, you can't really even say it has, like, the best type matchup, because, like, no, Trico has, like, a default superior matchup because you have all the water types, you have all the ground types, and then you have Wallace and Juan in the later games, which they're very, very overwhelmingly weak to grass. I think this... Well, the man got greedy going for Swords of Zacian against Kara with Earth Power. Should have wanted to take with Swords Ed. Yep. Problems with Mewtwo. Problems stem from me and, for community. Understandable, Marigold. I will not pressure any further. I will not pressure any further. Yeah, I like, Mudkip is a fantastic starter. It's amazing. It's great. There's a great Squirtle one side about a Torchic. It looks like someone cut the wings of a PG. Wow! Wow, Mudkip. What is that context? You are explaining that context to me, Mudkip. I need to know what that is from, because that is some amazing out of context right there. Like, I think we need an out of context Mudkip channel now. Like, I think we just need an out of context Mudkip channel, because that's honestly glorious. That is an absolutely glorious statement right there. Though just don't let Sammy hear that, because Sammy, just don't let Sammy hear that. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing, Marigold, is that. All right, I need to see this context. Like, I need to see what this context is. Cause like that is something. That was something right there, Mudkip. Which I played through X for the first time. Really? I have only played through X once. Excluding the sleep lock we did. I've only played through it once. So I don't really consider the sleep lock to be like a playthrough of the game, because it was a sleep lock. I wouldn't consider I wouldn't consider that I wouldn't consider that a playthrough of the game, because it's a sleep lock. It's a randomized version of it. I'm doing the first sleep lock. I don't get to sit down and enjoy the playthrough. And even then, I'm not the biggest fan of X and Y. I'm not a big fan of X and Y. Long story. Granted, that goes like factored into the Lucario thing, which again, we're gonna be hoping on that later. Thank you, Mudkip. I will need to check that out. Oh, M&J TV. M&J TV. Okay. You know what? That makes complete sense. That makes complete sense right there. Toby, you were supposed to swap out for the... Toby, you were supposed to swap out for the you were supposed to swap out for the Boldor. Yeah, the thing is, I've never seen M&J TV's Pokemon Talk, but I know of it. I know of it. Yeah, I used to watch M&J TV a lot when I was in college, like freshman year of college. I watched so many PokeTubers when I was in college, like the first 2 years of college. I watched a lot of PokeTubers. Then I just stopped watching them after that, and again, there was something that happened in my personal life that did stop me from like wanting to continue watching them. Right on last time. It's all right doing it. It's understandable. Understood. Yeah, it's the layout, the lineup is gonna be, what we do is we swap out the Raichu for the Boldor. We swap out the Magneton for the... Yeah, we swap out the Raichu for the Politoed. We swap out the Bolt. We swap out the Magneton for the Boldor, and then we swap out the Tangela for the Rhydon. So that way we keep like a very, very high type advantage in magic against everything else, so we keep the pathing going. That I should have specified earlier. That was my bad. That was a me bad. And just use Liquidation against this thing. It does so much damage. It's rain boosted, quad weakness, glorious levels of damage right there. Also, you have the thing can boost its special defense, which is not good. Who said the F happened to the floor? Oh, yeah, again, M&J. I used to watch some of M&J TV. I never saw Pokemon Talk. I watched a lot of his, like, his top 10 videos and stuff like that, and, like, some of his discussion stuff. I never watched Pokemon Talk. And, I mean, over time, I just, like, stopped watching him as time went on, and... Yeah, I mean... I think it was, like, a semester and a half long PokeTuber phase where I, like, exclusively watched them. And... I mean, this is, like, the weird thing that I've noticed about my watching habits of, like, just YouTube is... No, I'm not watching Pokemon Talk. I've noticed when it comes to my habits of just watching YouTube is I will watch, like, for, like, a year and a half. It'll be, like, one specific whole type of content. Like, it was for, I think, a year or something that was, like, I was almost exclusively Star Wars. Then, like, as time went on, okay, well, Star Wars moved to a little bit of Halo. Then, like, Halo and Pokemon. Then, like, Pokemon and, like, Cryptids. Then, like, Cryptids and, like, other stuff. And, like every, like, it was, like, two things, like, staggered over. It was a phase. It was a weird like, my watching habits for things on YouTube is, like, I will watch a specific genre for, like, a year and some change. Like, it'll be more than a year. Like, it'll be, like, between, like, say, like, 10 months to, like, 14 months of, like, well, probably, like, 16 months, something like that, of, like, a specific type of content. Then, like, I will just drop it suddenly and watch another series, another type of content. Like, it's the strangest thing. It's not like and it gradually goes up and down, but it's also like something that just hits a brick wall. There is only one thing that is consistent through all of my watching habits, and that is Sugar Conroy. Sugar Conroy is a personal hero of mine. Like, I mean, this is one of the things that, like, if you have watched me long enough, you will start noticing that as in watch long enough, that you watch a lot of the older stuff, you will notice that the inspiration very much came from Chugga. It's especially evident back in it's more evident back in the Heart Gold Let's Play, where it was much more Chugga based, and that's kind of one of the reasons I'm not the biggest fan of that Heart Gold series, is that when it shows, like, it's very much in that Chugga style. I hadn't, like, carved out my own, like, this, I'm not going to just be another Chugga, I'm going to be my own thing. I got this giant name, why I thought I was saying. Oh, this way. It re-rolls the thing every single time you do this. It's not the same Pokemon every time you encounter it here. If you reset the thing, it reloads and it recalculates the whole thing. Also, when we are doing these the battles against Ho-Oh, we want one of the rock types to be the Dynamax. Politoed is just supposed to use Helping Hand against us, because that way we do even more damage. Good. Effective. Nice. Yeah, it resets the thing, because that's one thing that people do for shiny hunting a lot of the Dynamax legendaries, is they specifically path reset. Alright, range. But yeah, one of the reasons why we don't want the water type Dynamaxing is specifically down to the sun will basically completely screw up its damage. But yeah, no, if we do this, we will eventually get a shiny. Which is one of the reasons we are doing this, is that this is our safest, well, not safest, our quickest way to getting the shiny. The safest way of doing the thing is honestly just me solo fighting these things, which is not that fun. But, I mean, Hey, Zen Marco, welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, eventually I will probably just find an amazing Lycanroc path. I just keep resetting that Lycanroc path because I honestly just want to get this thing done. I'm kind of sick of this entire hunt at this point. Because you know the first time I do a DA off-screen, you know the first DA that I do off-screen, that's going to be the shiny. Because that has happened 3 times. It happened with Zygarde, it happened with Reshiram, and I know it's going to happen with Ho-Oh. I know it's going to happen with Ho-Oh. The first one I do off-screen is going to be the shiny. We all know it. Ho-Oh, you... Ho-Oh, you're a pain in the butt. You're just an absolute pain in the ass. Yeah, we know. I do believe. I do very much believe that this is going to be the stream. I very much believe. But I mean, there's also a part that kind of wants it to roll over into being a 1-year-long thing, so I can, put at the top of everything, like, 1-year-long hunt. Like, I kind of want to be able to do that, but also, like, I kind of want it to be over with. Hey, Hexel, how you doing? Alright, doing understandable. But yeah, same plan as before, same plan. I am thinking I'm probably going to start solo hunting, actually, after the next one, just to try and get through these as quick as possible. And, again, a lot of that is just I want to kind of do this thing rapidly. I want to rapidly do these hunts. I will eventually find out, like, a superior lineup, like, a starting lineup, because, I mean, the rock is good, but overall I want a same type attack bonus rock type to crush this thing as quick as possible. But how are you doing, guys? How are you doing? Also, again, guys, please don't forget to share this out with everyone, so they know what we're doing here. But yeah, I got plans. I've got plans for things. I just need to have this shiny finally appear. But yeah, I'm hoping we got this thing soon. I really want it. Yeah. All right, we got everyone. All right, same lineup. Let's go. Yeah, this is gonna be a good play. This is gonna be a good pathing. Yeah. Why am I so tired right now? Like, actually, I know why I'm so tired. I went running earlier today, and I absolutely just exhausted myself. Like, I absolutely just exhausted myself earlier today. That's why I'm so tired. Yeah, why am I so tired? Oh, maybe it's because you went running. But yeah, I don't know, Mike. Yeah, I'm thinking probably going to be ending off after this. Like, I hate that I'm so tired lately. Like, again, I mean, I think it comes from me doing the streams during the day and then, like, sleeping a bit earlier at night. So I'm not really used to, like, I don't know, it's weird. I think that we're probably going to be doing, like, this is going to be our last raid of the day. Like, I kind of hate that, but I kind of want to do it. I'm just too tired right now. I don't know why. It's not like physical tired, like I feel like I need to go to sleep. It's more like just like mental exhaustion is kind of what it is. It's hard to explain, but it's like mental is what it is. Substitute. It's hard to explain. It's very, very hard to explain. Eat this Thunderbolt. Paralyze. You know, that's how you can tell the game is actually re-rolling everything each time. Is that you don't get the same moves doing the same things over and over again. It does re-roll everything every time you do it, and a good way of checking that is you just check the names of the Pokemon, and they will always be different. The stats will just be different. Yeah, I don't. That's why we're ending after this one. I'm like it's mental exhaustion. I don't know why. It's so like I went running before, like a couple of months ago. I was running, and I'd be able to do like the 3.5-4 hour streams. And now like I can barely do like 2 hours. I mean I can do more, but I can do them like earlier in the day. I just can't do them at night anymore, and I don't know why. And I want to fix that because I want to get back to doing like the long ones. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I might do some more recording later tonight for things. I might do, like, some more recording later tonight for some other things, because it's a weird thing. Like, okay, I stopped streaming, and I'm immediately, like, re-energized, like, after I stopped streaming. I don't know why. So if anything, I'll probably just be doing a bit of recording off screen. Well, recording off screen, yes. Recording while on stream. Brilliant idea, Maxis. You're a complete idiot. You can only record off stream, idiot. Well, I mean, I guess you can record while on stream. It's just, it's not the kind of content I do. I mean, again, I post the shorts, but the shorts are like specific excerpts that are particularly amusing. So, like, I don't count those, but yeah, it's weird. I mean, again, the mental exhaustion is the exhaustion is doing things. Let me go find someone to go raid. We need to find someone to raid. Omar, remember we wanted we wanted the Raichu to swap out. We wanted the Raichu to swap out. Omar. We can go raid Athena. We can go raid Athena. Epic Luigi. No, Luigi's doing the Mario game. Honestly, I kind of want to play that Mario game. Ooh. Actually, no, I know who we're going to go raid. I know exactly who we're going to go and raid. I think I know exactly who we're going to go raid. Not just swapping out. I think I know exactly who we're going to raid. Actually, no, not gonna raid them. My AirPods. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll probably be getting it eventually. I'll probably get it eventually. Well, I mean, this is like kind of the problem. Is there are so many games that I want to. There's so many games that I want to get, but the problem is just. There are just so many of them is kind of the problem. What Pokemon do you have? I don't remember who. Toby has. In this case, in this case, I would say the Raichu swaps out for the Rock. In this case, I say we have the Raichu swap out for the Rock. Because at the very least, Magneton will be able to do a lot of damage to the Rhydon, and the Raichu won't be able to do anything against it. So yeah, so we have the Raichu swap out for this. But yeah, I'm thinking actually after this, I'm probably gonna just start solo hunting. I'm gonna just I'm gonna get a good pathing and just start solo hunting this thing. Not really, Mudkip. It's more of just so many games. And so, just like, I'm indecisive is what it is. It's just like so many games, and if I have so many games to play, I just won't know what to play at what time. I will get like sucked into certain ones. I will stop being able to do other ones. Like it's hard to explain. It's a very, very hard thing to explain. But like at one point I plan to get Mario Superstar. I plan to get that Mario Rabbids game. I plan to get other ones. But yeah, there's a lot of games I plan to get. There's a number of them I plan to get. And the other thing is like Mario Party. Like I think it's probably best to do that with like other creators as a content thing, a collab thing. Yeah, I think I know who we're gonna go raid. I think I know who we're gonna go and raid. Stream 2. Okay, here, let me help you stream just another. Don't worry, Mudkip, I will do other ones. There will be many other ones. There will be many other ones that I will be doing. It just is a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Oh, but yeah, I have plans. I have a lot of plans. I think I know who we're gonna go raid. I know exactly who we're gonna go raid because they are also suffering Dynamax Adventures. They are also suffering Dynamax Adventures. I mean, the other thing is like, yeah, Sunday's like at night. Yeah, I hope that I just like stop hype. You know who they are, Mudkip. You know who they are. And that is all I am going to say. That is all I am going to say, Mudkip. Love the damage that does with it. I love that damage. Indeed, Polytoad power. It is indeed Polytoad power. Also, love the sturdy hang on. Like, sturdy is one of those abilities that it's so... like, sturdy's an ability that annoys a lot of people when you're like fighting and trying to grind experience levels early on in the games. But like, in competitive, it's such a fun ability because yeah, I can just do this, set up a thing, and you either have to use priority on me or it's a free focus action. Just what are you gonna do? Yep. Honestly, I feel like the timing of that and then like the Polytoad power, like it was the perfect unintentional synchronizing of things. Previous footage of the stream and Poke didn't change. Yeah, it is. It re-rolls them. And I do like that it does like re-roll them, like you can specifically path reset, and I honestly feel like they included that intentionally. I think they included that intentionally because they knew things like Zygarde exist. Power of Puerto Rican and the Polytoad base. I have no idea what that means, Omar. You're gonna need to explain that off screen. I have not a dang clue what you mean by that. I have no idea what you mean by that. I'll be honest. Some berries lined up. I mean, I also think I just need to start like doing the earlier streams on Sunday. Like that's. So I've been noticing the late night streams are just not doing great lately, which is kind of funny considering the late night streams is what built the channel. But now I was like more of the the midday streams, not like during the night, which again I find funny. Like, oh no, I'm gonna do the nighttime streams because like yeah, people are gonna be in school. Nope. It's completely wrong, and it's the nighttime streams that are just terrible. It's like, it's better to go during the day. It's like, I don't, it's just no sense. It's just, the growth does not happen during the night. What? Oh, okay. See, this shows how little I know about, like, certain Pokemon. Like, I know, like, the origin, like, I know, like, Tyrant, like, is based on Godzilla. Like, Kartana is literally origami. Celesteela is Princess Kaguya. And, like, a bunch of, like, little, like things like that. But not, like, certain other ones. You know, like certain ones, like, not, like, I don't know about the frog. I do not know about the frog. Swarm encounter, not outrage. Let's hit with a rock. It is a Puerto Rican frog. Froggo! He's a good froggo. He's a good froggo. All right, let's have a gander at this bird. Yeah, Meowth is basically. I never knew Meowth was based on a cat. I never realized that. I never realized Meowth was based on a cat. But all right, let's get on Mechanizing Max's Rage Tag ready, everyone. Well, I know Meowth is based on some like very specific Japanese like merchant cat thing. That's like a sign, like a good luck charm, I guess. I know Meowth is something like specifically, like it's like a good luck charm. I think is what it is. Oh look, it's not shiny. It doesn't exist. It doesn't freaking exist. But with that, we're going to go on a raid. We're going to go raid Anxious Christian. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll be, like, not as completely knackered next time we stream. Tomorrow's going to be Kaizo Ironmon, so, like, that's going to be something. That's going to be fun. See you guys next time. Let's rock and rolla. And, wish me luck in Kaizo Ironmon tomorrow, because it's going to be stuff.